Joining us now is Najannguaq Hegelund, she's the chair of the NGO Sila 360 and works with Greenlandic Inuits' rights in Denmark. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
My understanding is that you're considering leaving Greenland as a result of all of this rhetoric and what's happening, and that you might flee to Denmark with your children. Can you just talk about that decision and what's going through your mind right now as you listen to what's happening?
Well, yeah, we did consider the options of what we should do if there was a military action against Greenland or military invasion, and if we should get our children down to Denmark. But not right now. We're not considering leaving Greenland, but we are, taking our security precautions about making sure that we have enough food and that we can, if the electricity get cut or we lose internet, that we're able to have food for a couple of days. So we have been preparing for that last week. But as it is right now, I think the situation has calmed down a little bit. Especially after Trump's speech and interview after his speech in Davos, where he said that he would not use military force. So I think that has brought a lot of relief to the Greenlandic population that things might be able to be worked out. But yeah, we've definitely secured that we have enough food and gas, so and have bought a lot of candles just in case.
When you're considering that, and you're making these decisions, and you're really getting prepared for the possibility of something that and U.S. military action or otherwise, what has that been like with you trying to relay that message to your children, but also to your neighbors and others who, again, I'm sure have been feeling a great amount of stress over the last number of weeks?
Yes. To be honest, the last couple of weeks especially last week, was an emotional roller coaster, also because of the meeting between the Danish Foreign Minister, Lars Løkke Rasmussen, and the Greenlandic Foreign Minister, Vivian Motzfeldt, and the Foreign Minister of the US, J.D. Vance, and Rubio, and the Vice President, J.D. Vance. Mm-hmm. So we were... all Greenlanders, I think, both living in Denmark and in Greenland, were glued to the news station to see how that meeting went. And you make all these kind of scenarios up in your head, and what if this happens, or what if this happens? So it's kind of been we've been going through all kinds of different scenarios of what might happen. And I think that the main concern here among the Greenlandic population is that the uncertainty of the situation, and the Greenlandic government and the Danish government has been really open about wanting to collaborate with the US on questions regarding security and defense. And Greenland released a foreign policy strategy a few years ago where we were advertising that we're open for business in the mining sector, the tourism sector, and so on. So we're kind of, with the opening of the international airport, also that, created opportunities to develop Greenland's economy, and not only to dependent on the fisheries.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious, before I let you go, and I know that you're not considering it anymore, but are other neighbors, are others still, just as a result of this entire conversation and what's happening on the world stage right now, are any of them planning to go to Denmark? Are any of them planning to leave Greenland as a result? Or they're all hoping to stay and hoping this continues to, again, at least at this point, a new agreement is reached and everyone's able to stay in their homes?
I think the feeling in the population now is that most people are considering to stay, and that they feel like the situation is solvable and that it has been de-escalated. As I mentioned before, many people saw it as a sign of relief that mm-hmm. Trump said that he didn't want to use military force, but it doesn't exclude, and to acquire Greenland in any other way. So we're just taking it one day at a time, and also having our NATO allies come to our defense, so to say, that they have, sent troops to Greenland and make different kind of exercises in Greenland also shows there's a willingness to protect Greenland, not only from Denmark, the Danish side, but also from other nations like Sweden and Norway and France and Germany and Holland, the Netherlands.
As a father myself, I can only imagine how difficult it has been these last couple of weeks. So I'm glad to hear that things are a little bit better. Najannguaq Hegelund, thank you so much for your time today, and good luck. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.